Hello. I'm just going to get stuck right in. I did a little rearranging, which was, you know, needed. Put the sea legs over here. I just flipped this row around and put the mixer here, which makes a lot more sense. And now the outs on the right go to the ins on the left, and then that, yeah, it just makes more sense. It's so much more cable efficient, you know. Yep. It's time to fire up Labyrinth. Jethro, what's going on? Hmm. One thing I think would help to sort of, I guess, almost randomize this even further, is to put a signal into the play button. If it has it. Do you have it? Do you do you do you not have it? Clock 2, trigger, reset, clock. What about into the trigger control? Because then we can actually do some interesting stuff. Like we could hook it up to the trigger of like, yeah. Oh. So what if we instead put that into the clock control? Yeah, that works. Hey, homegrown. Homegrown. Nice. Oh, Jesus, the cable's down here. Okay, we're gonna like just kind of let that just do its thing because we've got this funky ass Aurora, sometimes reversing weirdness signal thing going down. I'll be honest, I kind of want to give it a slower clock. We can do that. It's pretty easy. We can just go and put it into the divide by 2 output of this here Fractio Solum clock divider. There. Now we just slow it way down. Oh my god. It's so much slower now. Oh my god. Did you work? No, it does not have a play input. The subharm does. And it takes a gate and it's either on or off, which is kind of cool. So, but if you give it a clock, the trigger just triggers the next step of the sequencer. So, you know. Now, here is the question. We can modulate the length of this and thereby change whether it's new or looping or whatever. We can do that really easily because there happens to be this crazy ass goofball minimum, maximum. Let's turn the maximum way up. So this is the stochastic function generator. I'm just kind of tickled by the occasional reverse on this. And tell you what I really want to do. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So, sorry. Let's take this and let's put this into the Praeterio Versio looper. Max length. And we'll just let it chug for a while. A while, meaning at least a minute. It's about 35 seconds or so of looping time that I have it set on right now, so it's like it's gonna do some funky stuff. I dyed a disc today that I'm really, really stoked about. Share. It's a little hard to see the details. It's a very, very new color palette for me. Kind of stoked. Okay. Is that enough? It's probably enough. That was a golf disc that I died. It's kind of my side hustle. Right. The Versio and the Zagreb are best friends. So we're doing A minor today. Yeah, it's a fun side gig, that's for sure. It lets me get a little bit artsy without having any real, true, formal art training at all. So there's our loop. And then we just... we turn it into a thing. It's funny, yesterday I thought I went through and reset all of these parts. Actually, let's start on part 8. Yeah, I started doing it a few years ago. I broke my heel, actually, and I couldn't play disc golf, and a buddy of mine just, like, offhandedly was just like, you should try dyeing discs. I was like, that actually sounds really interesting. So I've done it quite a lot. I've built up a little following. You know, it's pretty interesting. This just needs some, like, nice A's and F's underneath it. Just... Alright, we're gonna come back to that guy. Some chords. Some chords would be kind of neat. Slow chords. I was reading, as I do sometimes. Where's this edit? It's like, oh, it's press the edit button and it lets you... well... I see nothing labeled edit. Yeah, this is what I don't get. There's nothing here. Double inverse generate, all shift left, shift right, mute, and clear. There is nothing that says edit. So, like, what do you mean I'm gonna put edit? What? Huh? I don't understand. What does this mean? Edit. Edit button? So there was a way to... change the voicing of a chord and to actually, like, stack up the notes differently. Okay, I need to look this up because I'm like, I read it this morning. Like, oh, just press the edit button. There's no edit button. Vector sequencer manual. I should have it downloaded, but I don't because, you know, that's how we record. There, saw it. There it is. Where is it? There it is. You want to make a custom chord, hold the edit button and push the encoder. Hold the edit button. What's the edit button? There's no edit button. I don't understand. Is this it? Do I hold that? Oh, cause see, it doesn't do anything. What? Is this the edit button? Oh no, I just restarted the whole thing. Oh no, what did you do? Oh, you son of a bitch. You restarted the whole sequencer and you went back to what you were before. Okay, I hate you. I hate you now. Why are you being like this? Why are you being like this? Huh? And it did it again. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. It's global, max, blah, 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 blah. Except for the pitch page. Here, the chord part displays on the... okay. Small var left of one of these editable values. Using encoder 9 to move the cursor, which set push encoder 9 to switch to selection mode to edit all steps at once. Default, it's unison. Edit the chord, turn the encoder 9 to move the cursor to the right of the bass note and turn an encoder to pick one of the built-in chords. These chords, I know all of this already. If you want to make a custom chord, which allows much greater flexibility to both note selection and pitch range, hold the edit button and push the encoder for any sequence step, or push encoder 9 to convert all chords to custom. What? 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 Okay, I'm just a little baffled. Now, there's another guy that does, like, there he is, steveturner.com. He's got a bunch of stuff on the Vector, which is actually, it's been helpful. Sorry about this. This is not good television. But I really want to figure this crap out, you know? Well, there's no button that says edit. It's like, hold the edit button. Ain't no edit button. I'm like, what? What's the... Do this thing that's impossible. Anyways, numeric intervals every 7 scale. Yeah. I get it. I get that. Okay. Custom chords. All right, custom chord mode. Bass note plus up to 3. Custom chord mode. So you're... How? How? Oh! It does say edit. Holy crap. You're right. You're right. You rule. Okay, so if I do this, right? Hold. Oh, wait, it's got to be shift. Nothing happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Why no nothing happened? Bruh. Bruh. What is going on? Okay, what if we move this back here? Okay. And it. Shift edit. Nothing. Hold edit. Shift hold edit. Nothing. Nothing is happening. Okay, well. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. That pops it. Okay, so now if I want this note to be actually an E. So I want an E minor or an A minor chord, but I want it to be with a up a fourth, so 5 half steps, and then what? And then it disappears. I'm very confused. What? It keeps switching up and down, and it's like, what is going on? And then the next one is going to be 9 half steps. So I want 5 and 9. But it just flips to the bottom, and I can't keep one. What? What are you doing? Bro, bro, bro. What is happening? And it's got these like stars next to it, and I'm like, I don't understand. I'm very, very baffled. So if I just did like +9, I mean, we don't really need the A. I don't know, man. This is really annoying. Either way, I want this to be much, much, much slower. Okay, let me actually hook up an oscillator and do that whole, semi-necessary part of the operation here. Probably a good idea. Can I just get a nice, warm, chunky filter? Here it's like slightly overdriving the filter. Probably turn that down. And let's actually put it on 12 dB. It's still a really, really long, like, or short attack. That's really weird. Flip. Yeah, so on the Demon Core, there are a bunch of functions and stuff. I think I did something goofy with the envelope stuff. Attack and release. Function and attack. Controls the sustain level. Wow, okay. Hmm. Why you play twice, buddy? There we go. Okay, so the sustain level is all the way up now, or closer to it. Hey, XCOM. Hola, Francisco. I'm going to take a gate out and throw it into an envelope that is within reach. And we're going to put that on like fairly... Let's get into the Ds. The D shapes are nice. And then actually we can make it be like here, like that, and then like chonk, chonk. Whoa, that's way too short. Yo, bro, you're too short. more like it. Okay. And then we can throw in a fairly fast LFO into the stereo spread. Give it a little... That's a little much. It's nice though. Okay, so that finally goes into the submixer because that's going into the C legs, and that's automatically cool. There we go. Meanwhile, we also have this and that. Now, chance operations on this track. Okay, number one, let's put it in random. And then chance type means it's going to rest. Actually, I want it to skip to the next step automatically. We're going to do that like over 50% for all of these. No, we're not. We're going to keep the F and the E. Those are going to be high. Let's make the others quite a bit lower. Last two don't matter because there's nothing in there. Then I think I want to take this whole thing down an octave. Dab time is always good. That's what I have right here. This is my little extract pen. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful to live in a legal state. Okay, now we need a gooey bass hug. Let's use the Bloom for that. I like never use this thing that much, which is, to me, it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit naff. It's a little bit criminal. It's like, come on, man. You got the toys and you're not even playing with them. What a joke. What an asshole. Oh, on that front, I did finally manage to find a Zcal Dimension wavetable oscillator at Signal Sounds in Glasgow, and unfortunately the exchange rate was not favorable today, but that's fine. It was okay. So at least it exists, you know, and that's been a thing for a long time. Hasn't existed. Oh, you know what? I want to do this instead. We're going to go into yonder Doepfer filter. I just want a nice, fat, warm hug of a detuned super saw. Just like a big, fat kitty cat that decides to sit down on your face and make itself at home. Like that. Okay, now, length. First of all, these guys down, 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 down. Reset this whole thing. Second of all, direction or order. That's random. Okay. Come on, advance. You know what? Let's do a thing here. This is getting clocked from the Fractio, so let's give this an even slower clock speed. And then I'm going to put the one that's going to the gamut repetitor going back into the regular output. So that's 1/4 speed. It was getting a 1/4 speed clock before, or, you know, quarter note clock. Yeah, dude. Well, the fact that it takes a TRS MIDI means I've got a second track now that I can just run polyphonic stuff directly to it, which is kind of metal. And yeah, it takes Serum wavetables, like built-in filter and VCA, so it's a full synth voice, and it's in 10 HP. So we're gonna sub out the Cloud Terrarium for that. I'm probably gonna get another chainsaw, or maybe another stereo filter, or both, because the chainsaw is small. It's 4 HP. But I do love it. Okay. That's not going to reach, is it? Nope. Although, actually, I wonder, what would this sound like? We used it as an envelope. Turn off loop. Yeah, it is. Doesn't feel like, oh, it's always this. Yeah, that works. It's a good demonstration of the stochastic function generator, too. So you have a range for your minimum and maximum rise and fall time on each channel. So it's got this weird kind of flexy thing going on. We need some heavy delay on there, too. Wonder if it'd be good on low speed. Yeah, man, and that thing has been unobtainium for ever since I heard about it like 3-4 months ago. And yeah, just out of shit, you know, out of for shits and griggins, out of shit. That doesn't make sense. For shits and giggles, I searched for it this morning, and one of them came up. And it makes sense that it would be Signal Sounds because they're in Europe, and Zcal is, I think, Belgian. I think. It's like lovely already. All right, now let's come back to that stuff. All of that stuff. I really like this little. You think they only got one of them in? Well, that could be. Maybe they got 4. You know. I've been searching and searching, and they're nowhere. Much less here in the U.S. So sometimes you got to go out of your country to find this stuff. You know. Signal Sounds is great, though. I remember I ordered a module from them. They're in Glasgow, Scotland. I ordered a module from them on a... Man, I'm trying to remember. I made a big deal about it at the time. You'd think I would remember. I think I ordered it on like a Thursday night, and it showed up at my house like Friday morning or something. It was madness. It was like, what? How? But like, okay, they load it on a truck, they stick it on a plane in Glasgow, it flies to O'Hare Airport outside Chicago, and they load the FedEx truck right from the plane, and the guy trucks it out to my house. So it kind of makes sense. Like, I'm close enough to a major hub. But that was impressive. Okay, I want a little. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure how to get that. What's the best way to do that? Honestly, the best way to do it would probably be to have it playing over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? And and then just use like an occasional VCA to pop it in. How we do that? How we do that? The vector would be the easiest way to do that. Okay, let's use part 3 here. Yeah, let's use part 3. Yeah, I don't want to wash it out, though, like granular tends to do, you know? I want it to just be like little itty-bitty, tiny little analog oscillator plucks. Like 30-second notes. Yeah, 30-second notes. There's a couple of different ways that this could be done, actually. Okay, let's do a little experimentation here. The easiest way would be to do this on 8 length. Because... So I want to start this on an E, C, B, A. This should be A5, A5, and then G5, and E, C, B, B4. I'm going to do tiny little gates. Okay. All right. But. All right, let's just get, I'm going to get this started first, get this all wired up and happy and working. And then I can think about, oh, that mofo is not in tune at all. Also, let's not use red again, because there's a lot of red already. I'd like to kind of patch by color way. If I can. If I have enough cables of that particular color and length and all that stuff. So let's get an output here. Going into just a standard good old fashioned happy sawtooth wave. Actually, yeah, let's use the dual dagger for this because again, that architecture, that low pass, high pass is really nice for shaping stuff. 'Tis a beautiful thing. This will have to go to the sea legs because we want lots of cool, trippy echoes being echoey. Okay. Do we have anything? Here's my A. That sounds pretty good. What? Sort of like that. let's make it length of 4 here. Can I go as low as 3 octaves down? Will it sound good? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's what one could do then, all right? One could take everything here is locked on to a quarter note, right? Or a 16th note. Like, I'm running a 58 BPM clock, but if you run something super duper slow, oftentimes it's extremely hard for the human brain to determine whether it's timed or random. Okay. So 58 BPM, if I give this an 8 whole note trigger, so every 8 whole notes, it sends out a trigger to either, I don't know, let's try just, first of all, let's just try opening up the filter. Let's see if that works. Be really long attack decay slope and just like so. Let's see what happens. So now if I hit play, it should trigger right away. And we get absolutely nothing. Okay, thank you. That's great. Very good job. I think it's got to be higher up, that's why. Let's try this again. Nothing? Did it even trigger? Yeah, it triggered. It needs to be way longer than that, but that's beside the point. What about up here? Did I do something stupid? Yes, I did. I turned it down. Okay, that's a little more like it, but we just need to tweak the frequency here. Hey, Michael. Okay, longer envelope. 3-4 seconds maybe? Yeah. And then it just disappears because my high pass filter is turned up enough. Longer envelope. Actually, let's just flex it out a little bit so that it's not just a straight. And then also we need better delay times that aren't just dumb. Some heavy duty feedback on the delay, I think. About 2/3. Last try. Oh, see, can't have that. Cannot have that. Okay, hell with your feedback. Stop it. Thank you. There it is. That's it. That's nice. That's really nice. And then, of course, we can just reduce the envelope voltage if we want to not quite get it so bright, which is probably a good idea. Okay, now let's take it one level extra. Okay? All right? Okay, because that's what we do. Let's take this reset and get out of there. We don't need it. And let's take this trigger in, which is directly clocked. What I want to do is clock divide that sucker to the point where the brain no longer notices that it's actually on a clock of, you know, some sort of timing. There. So every 128 beats. Okay, that's a thing that exists. That's doing nifty stuff. Now I kind of feel like just like hitting kind of go on everything and then sort of patching as I go while it's happening. Although I do kind of want something in the R bar. I kind of also want some mysterious voices. That's always a fun one. I'm like, I have the sample. I have the sample drum here. I'm going to have to read the manual for that. I haven't used it in so long. What about endless processor? We could, I'm sure, do something with that. Let's see here. Yeah. So I'm going to take the R bar output into the input of the endless processor. All right. And I'm going to take, let's just hook up the processor right away. I think the Ikari filter is probably a good bet for this guy. What's channel 1? Channel 2. I might as well just route that all the way right away to the mixer and get it out of the way here. This is going to be more of a weird sound effect kind of bed, I think, than anything else. Right now, I was going to say it's probably just noise. You can hear my voice echoing through the machine. I can add some delay to my yelling. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, anyways. I have idea. So I have this Yankogi. Yankogi is an African double bell. It's a little bitty one. See? Like, just kidding. That was an agogo pattern. This is not an agogo bell. That's a little more like it. Okay. What I want to do is, this is going to be really, really tricky. I don't know if that did anything. output levels are all the way up. That's pretty loud. There it is. Now, we could just use one layer. That's actually fine. Oh, I know why it's not working so good. No, actually it did work, so the input must be normalized. Good to know. Little feedback. This is the endless processor, so it's sort of granular. I'm like debating what to do with it here. Actually, maybe a better choice would be the Morpheus filter, because then we could do something really kind of funky, strange filter. Forget that. That's kind of cool. Okay. VCA time. I feel like this is going to be like just a long-term sound effect that's just going to kind of cruise around and do its thing. That being the case, let's take the longest of the sloths, put it in there for the VCA. Is that going to reach? Just barely. Nope. Damn it. I only have one long yellow cable. That's why I'm dammiting. Alright, well, I'm going to have to mix them up. I have to put a green cable with it. It's terrible. Okay. I think what would also be kind of cool would be to throw it some modulations from the gamut repetitor into the frequency and stuff. Because it should be getting pitch information from there. Now, also, let's put it through post or pre-fade or effect send. So basically, it's only the wet in the reverb and the delay. This is spooky right there. a successful. That's a tough thing to say. Kind of depends on the category. As you can see, I really like my melodicers. So this is just the melodicer triggering an analog oscillator. Through the IntelliGel 1U state variable filter. And then I just change the chords based on what I hear in the bass note. So if it's like it's going to hit an A minor, probably next. No, F. And then you have the high range and the low range. And it's just going through a ton of delay. I still think it needs a sawtooth though instead. Yeah, dude. I can't wait for the multi-chainsaw action. That's gonna have to wait a little bit, though. Most of this is the vector sequencer is driving. Although I only have 2 parts going from there. No, one. Yeah, 1 part. And the trigger for the... Wait for that from this light right here. That's the light that triggers that. Give me an F major. Give me an F. Give me an F. I know you want to. You're not going to, though. Also, you know, this should actually just be going through the submixer after Amateur Versio into the C legs. Delay on delay on delay. Yes. an F major over the top is a D major 7 or D minor 7 chord. Three right now. The oh, these are the synth chords coming from the vector. These guys. Those chords. Can't see it. Which one's the high pass? Where's the high pass? That's what I thought. Do like me some high pass. Thanks, dude. Yeah, the melodizer is not looping either, so it's just, I have a pretty tight note range, and it's playing 30-second notes. Oh. just want one more. It's gonna take a while. Damn. Unless we just cheated the system. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Meanwhile, this weird freak that I made out of like bell noises through the endless processor is still just doing its cricket thing here. I don't even know if it's getting modulation from the gamut repetitor. You would think it would be, but it sure doesn't look like it. I don't know. Is there something weird? Do you have to have a trigger output plugged in for it to actually output note information? That would be weird. I don't know. It's really strange. Anyways, I'm out of here. Yeah, that was the endless processor, and it was me playing this little guy, this little African double bell, and like capturing the tone of it in there. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to do a midweek. I didn't get you here yesterday. Wasn't feeling up to it, which is rare. I haven't missed a Sunday in a long time. So I'm gonna try to do probably a Wednesday, something. Maybe. We'll see. Friday for sure. Friday's like a sure thing. So, anyways, catch you all next time, and